This is your host, Jason Snowgrove, and I will be your guide as we journey down the road to pleasure hunt or hitting the long trail to those great comp hunts. This is the Coonhound Collective. All right, welcome to the podcast this week. This week it's going to be a little bit different. We'll be back to some interviews and stuff here in another week, but I'm sitting here at the clubhouse. It's actually March the 9th, a little after midnight. We just finished the benefit hunt for Randy Burton that you all heard me talk about on the podcast, and things were busy. There's a lot going on at the club today, a lot of people here. Didn't really get to sit down and record because we were so busy with stuff. Me and Randy's going to sit down and do some recording here in maybe in the next couple weeks or so. First off, this podcast will definitely be different than normal because this is about, the good people of the sport, the coon hunters that show up and support things like this. That I just can't say enough for the people that showed up here today that donated items, and I'm going to go through a list here of some things, and we're going to tell the total of what was raised here. But first and foremost, Randy and Pam both. Randy told me before he left just a few minutes ago that he wanted everybody to know just how appreciative and thankful he is for what went on here today. And I seen a community of coon hunters from a tri-state area here, maybe even a 4-state area here, come together and support a guy that they believe in, that they see show up at their clubs, that hunts regular, that puts in the hard work, to get a dog ready, even when he don't feel like it. And there was a lot of that here today. A lot of friendships. A lot of people that never even hunted in a PKC hunt was here today. So first, we're going to talk about the hunt. We put 52 dogs in the woods tonight, which is a big number for a $55 open event for this part of the country. So appreciate everybody that showed up and hunted a dog. So 52 dogs. The final 4 decided to split, and the final 4 was Cody Creech with Spud, Blaze Bowers with Notch, JB Jones with Savannah, and Kenny Hastings with Ringo. Ringo is a red bone, 2 black and tans and a walker, and Ringo had 525 plus, so he was the high scoring dog. Those 4 guys decided to split, and they donated their split back to Randy in the benefit hunt. So we appreciate those guys, appreciate them showing up. Of course, there were 9 other cast winners that collected $50, and most of them donated theirs back, if not all of them, their winnings back too. So we appreciate that. And auction items. Wow. We had a lot of stuff show up here. So first off, my counterpart, he's not here. He's already dipped out on me and went home because he's a little sleepyhead. So, but he got here. He worked hard out there. He played some games, raised some money, and Brett bought a dog box from CZ Weldon. Custom dog boxes. They actually, he paid for the materials, and Nathan donated his time to build the dog box, and they raffled it off, and Brett raised some money from that. So we appreciate Brett doing that. Conkey's Outdoors, $100 gift card we put in an auction that was auctioned off. Dog Hunt Supply, they donated several things, several nice hats. They donated a really, really nice case pocket knife that we auctioned off. Several nice items. We really appreciate them. Let's see, what else do we got? All right, I'm gonna try to go down this list here. We had some red bag of diamond dog food that was donated by Race Brothers, which is a local store here to us. We had yellow and blue bag of diamond that was donated by Main Street Feeds here in Monette, Missouri. Black and blue bags of Value Pack MFA here in Aurora. Lost Creek Coon Hunters, which is a Seneca, Missouri club, donated $210. Larry Brown, $150. Dry Valley Coon Hunters, $150. Kim Jones, $300. Gene Allhands, Value Pack Dog Food, 6 bags of dog feed. There was a really nice quilt Danny and Cindy Evans donated that she made and put together. Is a really nice quilt. Corey McIntosh bought a Ruger 1022 that was auctioned off. I got another gun I'm going to come back to here in a minute. 400 rounds of 22 ammo, Henry County Coon Hunters. Had a Garmin LTE collar donated for the auction, Brian and Cindy Davis. Walt Koshko, Terry Bennett, that their Pro Sport Hunt earnings, I believe from last week, $600. Drywood Coon Hunters, $250. Anushook Marine, Jason Greenstreet. Greene County Coon Hunters, $200. Pat Boone, a GoPro camera and a backpack. Garrett Dixon, 4 bags of Tops dog food. Gary Lee, some really nice hats and a hoodie that had some stuff embroidered on it, really nice. John Mormon, female blue tick beagle in the auction, $200. Let's see what else we had. Mark Wallace, $100. Lawrence County Coon Hunters, outside of what I'm going to talk about with the hunt tonight, our club donated $250. Our fish fry, just the fish fry, we didn't charge for plates. People come up and donated, and Curtis Buckner showed up here, cut French fries, fried fish. Kenny Hastings was out there helping and doing. Corey Gamble, Aaron Gamble. There was numerous guys out there helping, and whoever was out there helping, if I missed you, I'm sorry, but we really appreciate you taking your time out of your Saturday to show up here, help fry fish or run errands or whatever. We really appreciate it. But from the fish fry, when I counted it up, $1,721 was donated just through donation plates at the fish fry. So we really, really appreciate that. So besides that, PKC, Shane Patton, I talked to Shane a week or two ago. PKC decided they would donate their portion, not the escrow, but their portion of the funds for PKC, and our club decided we were going to donate our portion also. That ended up being $910 donated back. And then earlier in the week, this is what I was talking about there's still good people in this country. So earlier in the week, we knew we was going to have a big crowd, a crowd that has not been at this club since I've been going here for sure. And I talked to some other guys that's been around. It's been a while since we've seen this many dogs at an open event hunt on a Saturday night. So I thought, I need to do some due diligence. Don't want to have to deal with no issues tonight in the midst of this. So I called the sheriff's department, let them know what was going on, and I started going up and down the road here where our club is, because I knew we were going to be parked in the road some, or in the side of the road, and letting these neighbors know what was going on. Invited them to the fish fry, and we get here today, and we're kind of getting stuff together, and I noticed the neighbor pulled up, and he had this box in his hand, and he walks up, and he says, and I'm sorry I didn't catch it because we had a lot going on, and honestly I was a little overwhelmed with the gift that they brought. But his dad or his granddad used to coon hunt years ago, and 20 years ago won a Golden Boy Henry 22, and they brought that 22 still in the box, looked brand new, and donated it for the auction. They don't have nothing to do with coon hunting anymore. They just live down the road. They're just a neighbor to our club. That's part of the community stepping up and helping a guy in need. We really appreciate their donation. It really meant a lot, and the gun brought quite a bit of money. So I think it brought $650 or something. So we really appreciate that. And I think I've got covered everybody that donated, and if I missed you, hey, I'm sorry. I've got a list here, and I've tried to make sure I covered everybody. One more person. A buddy of mine, he owns a company called Rusty Cotton Design Company. Randy had dealt with some sickness, and we wasn't 100% sure if he was going to be here, so we decided, hey, we need to get a guest book. And so I got to thinking about it. My buddy has a woodworking shop and a laser engraver and stuff, and I said, hey, could you pick us up something, I'll pay for it, whatever, pick us up something, and maybe put his name on it, or guest book, or whatever. And he said, oh no, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it. And I didn't know what he was going to get, but when I went and picked this guest book up, he had engraved Randy Stud Burton benefit hunt, and a dog treeing on a tree with a coon in it, and the leather bound book that he's got was really, really nice. It was really nice. So we appreciate him donating that. I think that's everything. So grand total that we sent Randy home with, and and I don't understand it all. Like I said, I'll get Randy on here and he can maybe kind of explain it if he chooses to, but he did tell me his insurance was going to pay for some type of something for 30 more days, and then after that it was going to cost him $800 a week. So this come at a good time for them. Hopefully his insurance will step up and continue to pay for it, but if not, he's got some money to carry him on through for a little while longer. But grand total in one night by a bunch of coon hunters, $14,277 was donated. I'm almost speechless. Me and Aaron and Curtis, when we sat down and we talked about trying to do something like this, we knew we wanted to do something. We knew we wanted to try to help, Randy and Miss Pam out, and make it where things just be a little easier on them. And when we sat down and talked about trying to put this together, and we could do this and we could do that, we all three said, boy, it'd be great to be able to give them $10,000. And my hat's off to every person that showed up here and helped in any kind of way. My oldest son that don't coon hunt at all, he's only been with me a few times, brought his brother-in-law with him. My youngest son showed up, my youngest daughter showed up, and my wife showed up, and they toted food back and forth. My wife helped run with the auction and write things down and collect money. My daughter handed out drinks. These people are not people that coon hunt all the time. They're not over here all the time. They just got in and helped. There was numerous people like that. There was pies, cakes. Aaron's wife, she jumped in and helped. There was just so many people that I know I'm going to leave somebody out, and I don't want anybody to feel left out. I'm just telling y'all, we appreciate anything that was done to help here. If you help take out the trash, if you help sweep a floor or clean a bathroom. Danny Evans come over here earlier today. He's our treasurer at our club, and he made sure the bathrooms are cleaned and in order. And guys just really come out and helped, and we really do appreciate it. There's no way I have enough words to describe how thankful we are and how thankful Randy is. Me and him had a moment to talk here after the cast got back, and I was sitting filling out the paperwork for PKC, and he just said, I just want everybody to know just how thankful and appreciative me and Pam are for everything that everybody did. So I just really wanted to put this podcast together. I know it's going to be shorter than a normal podcast, but I wanted to put something together just to say thank you. And another thing I want to say is, if you have a situation like this, put forth a little effort. The coon hunters, they'll pull together. They'll help their own. That St. Jude hunt they have down in Tennessee, It's always a big hunt. They've given a lot of money down there. And just like tonight, we had a brother that was in need, that needed a little help. The guys come together and really showed up in a big way, bigger than what we even could think or imagine. So thank you guys. We appreciate everybody that come out, that come by, that donated anything from a pie to a gun. It was just a really awesome event. And to put 52 dogs in the woods, and I'm telling you, there's a lot of PKC numbers that say pending on those scorecards, that people just showed up to support Randy. And those guys that didn't do anything but show up to support Randy and hunting the hunts, hey, we appreciate every one of you. I know I do, and I'm telling you, I know Randy does. Me and him talked, and like I said, we'll get him on here and we'll talk about, his hunting career and kind of where he's at today. And I mean, Randy showed up and hunted in his own hunt, and he told me it got pretty rough on him. He ended up having to lay down out there, and the guys went on, to the tree and come back and got him or whatever. But that's just the type of guy he is. He don't quit. He just keeps going. So if you ever met him, you won't meet a nicer guy. You won't meet a guy that is willing to give you the shirt off his back. I mean, that's just the type of guy he is. So I'm glad we could be a part of being able to help him. Us, Greene County, Wentworth, Wheaton, Seneca, Drywood, Dry Valley, all those clubs that come together and help, sent money, showed up, hunted a dog. Blaze Bowers was here from Kansas. There was guys from Arkansas, guys from Oklahoma, of course, Missouri. We just appreciate it. I can't say it enough. We appreciate it. My hat's off to you. And like I said, we'll get Randy on here and we'll do some talking. But this is a reason to keep faith in our sport and keep faith in this country. When everything looks bad, something like this can come together and be great, and that's what happened tonight. People say coon hunting's dead. I don't know if I agree with that or not. All I can tell you is, on a Saturday night in a little bitty town in southwest Missouri, coon hunter showed up, raised $14,277, and we put 52 dogs in the woods, and I think we counted it up. After we had guides and judges, we turned 10 guides away. Guys that wasn't even here to hunt. They just showed up and said, hey, if you need me, I'll guide, and if not, that's okay. And that's what we did. They stayed here. They hung out till we draw cast. We didn't need them. They said, okay, I'm going to go to the house. I appreciate you. You know what? We appreciate them. That's what it's about, showing up, helping each other out. I wish we could put an event on like this all the time. I know that ain't the way it is, but to put that many dogs in the woods and have that many people show up for something like this, it was great. And then for everybody to donate their winnings back, that was even better. So, all right, I've rambled enough. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, again, from Randy and Miss Pam, I know they are very appreciative, and Randy told me he wanted to make sure everybody understood just how thankful he was. So thank y'all from Randy and Pam. Thank you from me and Aaron and Curtis and everybody that helped put this together. We all appreciate everybody that come out and help support it, because without y'all supporting it, we couldn't have done this. So thank y'all so much. It's rocking on about 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to get my stuff cleaned up, and I'm going to go to the house. And until next time, y'all keep them in the woods.
Thanks, guys, for listening to the Coonhound Collective podcast today. We really appreciate you taking your time out of your day to listen to the podcast. If you don't mind, head over to Facebook and give us a like, and head over to Instagram and give us a follow. It's both at the Coonhound Collective. Also, if you would like to reach us here at the Coonhound Collective, you can reach us at thecoonhoundcollective@gmail.com. If there's someone that you would like to hear on the podcast or a product that you would like to hear talked about, please send it to thecoonhoundcollective@gmail.com. Thanks again. Have a great day.